A popular choir teacher's family is getting some closure 3.5 years after her murder.
Travis County jury found Timothy Parlin guilty today on counts, all of them related to capital murder in the 2014 killing of Kathy Blair and an elderly North Austin couple, Sydney and Billy Shelton. Tonight, we're hearing from Blair's sister for the first time. She spoke with KXAN's Eugene Cho about why she says their fight for justice is not over yet.
We can go on just telling the real story of Kathy Blair, which is music, music, music.
A heart full of love and melody. This video shows Kathy Blair singing at a wedding, and this is how her family remembers her, a mother, sister, and choir teacher who loved music.
She taught it, she loved it, she sang.
Friday, they came out of this courtroom breathing a sigh of relief.
You know, it's the whole realm of emotions.
Timothy Parlin, a man prosecutors described as the mastermind behind the murders of Blair and Billy and Sydney Shelton, will be sentenced to spend the rest of his life in prison.
My sister was targeted, and you know, that was pretty obvious. And if it weren't for him, she would still be alive.
This guilty verdict came just weeks after the trial for Sean Gent Benalcazar ended in a mistrial. Prosecutors said Parlin conspired with him to break into the victims' homes and kill them.
We thought that things were going to go the right way, and they didn't because of one person, so that was disappointing. Yeah.
Gent Benalcazar is expected back in court later this year for a retrial. Blair's family told us they'll be there too. They're hoping both men they believe are responsible for Blair's death will end up in prison. Eugene Cho, KXAN News.
Parlin's formal sentencing is scheduled for next Wednesday. The capital murder charge comes with an automatic life sentence. Parlin's defense attorneys told us that Parlin will be filing an appeal. They maintain their client never actually went inside the victims' homes and never physically killed anyone.
Mr. Parlin is very disappointed. From the very beginning, he has maintained his innocence. He's over and over again said his hands did not murder anyone, his hands did not injure anyone.
There was a lot of fear after Kathy Blair and Sydney and Billy Shelton were killed back in 2014. At the time, police thought that their deaths were tied to botched burglaries. They were worried that someone else could become a target.
The more burglaries we allow people to get away with, the greater the chances are of this happening.
Former Austin Police Chief Art Acevedo said that they would work to cut down on burglaries and also called on prosecutors to keep burglars behind bars so they wouldn't get out of jail and reoffend. Since then, the number of burglaries in Austin is down. Last year, there were almost 4,400 cases across the city. That's about 25% less than what we saw in 2014.